YouTube, Sandy Frank here. This week's episode of Hog Talk, I want to talk about, Pokemon has been, the English product has been very tough to get hold of. At least the stores I've been to, they don't have any Pokemon whatsoever. And ordering online is very expensive. You just look at Destin Rivals, for example, booster boxes. I was able to get a couple on pre-order from a store that I bought from before. Had a good deal. It's still much higher than I've had to pay for other Pokemon on pre-orders in previous sets, but way less than what the going price is now. There's not a lot of Pokemon out there to open, so a good alternative that I've found is the Japanese sets. Now, the Japanese sets aren't for everybody. They, of course, the writing is in Japanese. You can't read the cards, but the art is pretty much the same. And believe it or not, the card quality is far superior to English cards. And plus, these are the original Pokemon. The English sets are kind of like reprints of the Japanese sets. So there's, if you're going to buy, or open a foreign language Pokemon set, it should be the original one, the Japanese, right? So what I've found is there's a lot of places right now that have really good deals on Japanese stuff. And you guys have watched the videos, I've been opening up a few packs here and there of Japanese stuff. Now, 151, which is here in the middle, that one is a little pricey, but pretty much all the other Japanese sets are very, very reasonable price. So, I think these boxes have 20 packs in them. I'm not sure how you read that. 5 cards per pack. I believe there's 20 packs in a box. And for a fraction of the cost of the English stuff. And again, like I said, you get high quality pack cards. And you can also buy just individual packs. I got these for really cheap. This is the Obsidian Flame set. I think this is Temporal Forces. I'm taking wild guesses on the names of these sets. That's not the Japanese. I'm talking about the English version. The English, this is probably the Twilight Masquerade equivalent. This one, I'm gonna guess Paradox Rift, maybe. This is the Scarlet and Violet. They got Scarlet and Violet. Like, this is the Violet set over here. There's also a Scarlet set. And a lot of time the Japanese sets are like, they'll take 2 Japanese sets and make them into one English set. So like, here's the Violet part of the Scarlet and Violet set. I believe this is Paldea Evolved, maybe? And this one's really neat. These are 10 card packs. This is the Paldean Fates version of the Japanese. So, really cool. You'll be seeing these get opened up on the channel in coming months. Pretty excited to open up some of those. And, since I can't get any English Pokemon boxes, I've been picking up some of the Japanese stuff, like I said. And, always follow, whenever the markets are always in movement. They're always changing. So my advice as a YouTube channel is to strike when the market is right. And right now it's just not very good for English stuff unless you really, really need it. So my Pokemon fix has been going towards Japanese. And you don't have to buy from the big 3 or whatever, because they're going to be overpriced for everything. Plenty of gaming stores have turned to Japanese as well, and you can get a lot of really good recent sets in Japanese for a very good price. Like, I would guess this was like $50 or 40 some dollars. Like I said, the 151 was a little pricey, but I wanted to have that's like, to me, that's the best set of the entire Scarlet and Violet era. So, and these booster boxes are nice and small, easy to store, and all that sort of thing. So I am a big fan of these Japanese booster boxes. So guys, in the comments, do you think it's a good idea to buy any Japanese boxes, especially when the market is red hot on English and kind of, you know, the prices are very reasonable for Japanese? Or is it a waste of time to buy Japanese cards? Just wait for English. I can see that argument too, but, you know, I think when the prices are low on things, is a good time to buy some. I think, you know, as a long-term hold, they'll be fine. Or if I just have an itch to open some Pokemon, I can always just open these. So that's what I've been doing lately with Pokemon, because I just haven't been able to find anything in the stores. You know, I refuse to pay the crazy prices online, secondary market prices for the English stuff. It'll all come back. And patience will pay off in this race. I know there's some channels that will endlessly hype things and say, you know, you think it's expensive now, it's only going to go up. That's not necessarily true. You know, in fact, I think, like, look at Journey Together. I have some Journey Together right here that I was going to open on the channel. Some Journey Together packs. Journey Together has actually dropped down in price quite a bit as the supply is starting to catch up with the demand. So don't overpay for English Pokemon. They're going to be printing it and printing it and printing it until the cows come home, and the prices will correct. You know, as long as there is more supply than demand, prices will drop. And trust me, they're going to print. Pokemon wants money. They're going to reprint these hot sets as many times as they can. All right, what do you guys think? Do you like the Japanese stuff? Put down in the comments below. I think the Japanese cards are really cool. Stay tuned on the channel to see some of these really cool Japanese sets get opened. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned for more videos. Later.
While I can't touch and I cannot lie, you are the brothers I can't deny.